Baby, you a masterpiece. God took his time on you. Always on my mind, but I'd rather have my mind on you. Beauty is defined on you, perfectly designed on you. If you see your flaws, let this play and roll on.
Hey you guys, it's your girl the ShortSide, and welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for clicking on this video and tuning into my channel today. So from the title, you can already tell that this video is for my entrepreneurs, my girl bosses, or just my sisters that's trying to get it together. This video is all about how you can utilize your planner to stay more organized in your day-to-day. Of course, it's the beginning of the new year. Some of you probably bought these new cute fancy smancy planners, but you're like, what do I even do with this? What do I even write in this? Well, I am here to help you. This video is all about how to use a planner, what you should put in your planner, and how you can plan your weeks. I recently just started using planners about a year ago, and it has changed my life tremendously. It's helped me to be a lot more organized with my thoughts, with my dreams, with the plans that I have, with the plans that I have for the week and the month. It has just been very, very beneficial to have everything compiled into just one little book, and it's been amazing. Y'all know me, I'm not for long intros. Let's hop right on into the video. So my first piece of advice would be to kind of find the best planner and find the best fit for you. My mom actually gifted me this Erin Condren planner, so this is like my very first for real planner that I've actually used. Just as a fun fact, I have tried and made the attempt to use planners in so many different times in my life, and it just never worked out. So I really thought the planner thing wasn't for me, and eventually I tried out like digital planners, which kind of was all right. So I'm really glad that my mom invested in me a little bit and bought me that planner, because now I have to have one every year. Before I got a planner, I had sticky notes everywhere. I just had random stuff written on my whiteboard. It was honestly a mess, and I didn't feel like I was organized. I didn't feel like I knew what I was doing or knew my task at hand, because everything was just all over the place. And now for 2022, I have the Booked and Busy planner. Now this is my first time using this planner, and she is a little thick, but she is jam-packed with a bunch of stuff that I find very beneficial. And then I also have this top 3 daily planner. This one is by Erin on Demand. If you guys have been following my channel for a while, y'all know I am a very big fan of Erin on Demand. She is a big inspiration to me, so of course I had to support and make sure I got my hands on this book as well. Of course, there are so many different planners. There's planners everywhere on Amazon and Target. There are planners literally everywhere, and then there are also digital planners. And you know, the girls that like to plan their lives on their iPad. Every planner is not for everybody. I actually was talking to some of my other friends, and we were talking about our planners. And I have friends that are a lot more simplistic with the planners that they like, and then you have me who kind of enjoys and appreciates all of the extraness that they got going on in some of these planners. Don't feel pressure to get a certain type of planner just because everyone is getting them. Honestly, I would just kind of dip your toes into different type of planners. I am very detailed when looking for planners. I look at pictures, I look at every single thing that it comes with, and I just kind of pick based off of my needs as a person, as an entrepreneur, and as a brand, and I pick it from there. If you are wanting a review on the Booked planner, or the Erin Condren planner, or the Erin on Demand top 3 daily planner, let me know. I'd love to do a video on it if that's something that you guys want. My next tip would be to make sure that you are making a designated time to plan out your weeks. Sometimes I do my planning in the morning right to start my day. Sometimes I do my planning at night right when I finish my work day, so I can just hop right on into my work day the next day. And usually when I plan my weeks at a glance, I plan those pretty much every Sunday consistently. Designating time to plan really helps alleviate some of that stress, because you know, on this day at this time, you know that you need to plan out your day and figure out what it is that you need to accomplish. It's really easy to get out of the habit of planning, because sometimes you use your planner once and then hey, you just kind of chuck it. But no, like, designate a time daily or weekly to sit down and plan out everything that you're kind of wanting to do for the week, and it'll help you a lot. One of the most vital times for me to plan is on Sundays. Like I mentioned before, on Sunday evenings before I really wind down for the day and get ready for Monday, I sit down and I just write a to-do list of every single thing that I want to accomplish for the week, any meetings I have, any appointments that I have, and it really helps for me to have an entire scope of my week at a glance before the week starts. My next piece of advice would be to plan out your months. So again, with just like planning out your weeks, plan out your months in advance. Think about any birthdays that may be coming up. Think about any major appointments or any major things that may be going on in the month, or holidays that you need to write down, because that might be a time where you need to budget your money differently, or move some things around in your calendar. So you want to make sure that you're able to think about those things when you're writing out your month. Furthermore, of course, we know life happens and things pop up, events pop up, or situations where you have to be available pops up. It'll be really easy once you have all that stuff written out month to month to pick up your planner and say, okay, you want to hang out on the 15th at 3. Well, I'm not available on the 15th at 3, but I'm available on the 15th at 4. You get what I'm saying? It really just kind of helps you stay on track day to day and month to month when you have your month at a glance planned out. And then that way it really helps with planning ahead with things that you want to do, like vacations or major purchases that you want to buy. Planning your month out, chef's kiss. My next tip would be to write down everything. Write down everything. So myself personally, when I first started my business, ShortSide Media, I would have meetings and I would almost forget that I was having meetings because I would write it down on a sticky note and I would forget about the sticky note, and I wouldn't be planned ahead for the meeting. So a habit that I actually picked up was right when a meeting comes up, I write it down in my planner immediately, and I also go ahead and put it into my Google Calendar so it can remind me, because let's be real, we can't remember every single thing in the world, and I myself am a very forgetful person, not on purpose, but just because my mind is going a mile a minute all the time. So you need things like your planner or your Google Calendar digital planner to make sure that you have all of your meetings, even as meetings come up. So if someone has scheduled a meeting with me on Thursday and today's Monday, I can quickly add that into my planner. I can quickly add that into my calendar, and it just makes things a lot easier so that you're not forgetting very important meetings or situations where you should be somewhere and you didn't really realize that you were supposed to be there because it wasn't in your planner. And then also, when I put my stuff in Google Calendar, I set reminders for myself. I'll set a reminder 30 minutes before, I'll set a reminder 10 minutes before, because I don't want to miss absolutely anything in my life. That has been a really good tool for me. If you don't use Google Calendar or some sort of like digital calendar that reminds you, send a notification, I highly recommend that you get into that. My last tip would be to make a daily to-do list every single day. That is why the Erin On Demand Top 3 notebook is really helpful, because it gives you the top 3 tasks that you're supposed to do for today, and then like other smaller minuscule tasks that you can accomplish, and then also some notes. Just kind of writing down a couple of tasks that you have to do per day can really lighten the load and make you feel a lot less overwhelmed. I know a lot of people suggest that you do your biggest task at the beginning of the day or right when you're getting ready to start work, but contrary to popular belief, I actually do my bigger tasks toward the end of the day, but that's just my personal preference. Later in the afternoon is when I kind of have a burst of creativity or a burst of energy, versus in the morning I'm very sluggish and I'm not really in the mood to be sitting at my desk because I'm not a morning person. So I would say finish your bigger task at the best time for you, but don't overwhelm your load with a bunch of small minuscule tasks. You should have one big task on your to-do list every day at least. So some other tips about planners is to make sure you keep your planner visible. I think that was one of my biggest mistakes back then when I tried planners before, was I would write in my planner for a little while and then it would be at the bottom of my book bag, or I would put it up on a shelf, or it just would be somewhere out of sight, out of mind. So I personally keep my planner just kind of sitting on my desk. Sometimes, usually it's closed, but I keep it sitting on my desk so that I know to open it in the morning or at night or whenever I'm looking at it. And then also just make sure you have fun with it. Being organized and staying disciplined and on top of your daily to-dos does not have to be a strenuous or a job that's boring or taxing. It actually is very freeing, and it feels really good to be able to see everything that you need to accomplish in your to-do list and everything right out there on the paper for you. It just makes me feel like I have my life together, even though I don't got an iPad, but it makes me feel like I got my life together, and it just makes me feel like I am ready to tackle the day, I'm ready to tackle the week, and I'm ready to tackle every single month. So again, guys, these are my 2 planners of 2022. This is the booked planner, so this one is the booked and busy, and then this is the Erin on Demand top 3 notebook. And yes, I'm going to use them both, and we're just gonna kind of see how that goes. So thank you guys for tuning into my channel and watching. Please make sure that you are subscribed. It is so many of y'all watching my videos that not subscribed, and y'all can just go ahead and click that subscribe button for me real quick. Also, go ahead and share this video with someone who you think might need it, and let me know in the comments some things that you implement in your planner or your favorite planner. Thank y'all for watching again. I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye.